So the next art movement is Cubism, 1907 to 1914. Cubism is regarded as one of the most influential movements in 20th century art, and it's known for its reduction of subject into geometric or cube-like shape to produce a more three-dimensional perspective. The movement can be divided into two stages, analytical cubism and scientific cubism. So kining cubism kay mao ni siya one of the most influential movement in 20th century because of for its known reduction of subject in geometric or cube-like. So kaning kilid man yang painting. Example painting by Pablo Pesco. Ang title kay List de Museils de Avignon. So iyang painting kay more on kuan gini siya cube shapes kaysa title lagi na cubism. So ang mga materials ang kuan niya na mga style kay cube. So ang kining painting niya kay kining painting ni Pablo kay nag-describe ni siya sa usa ka pretty his painting got pretty heavy and violent as his marriage was falling and begins a relationship with a new partner. The woman in the painting, kanang woman in the sayang painting, were often depicted in his paintings. Depicted murag naguol. So napay next painting ni Pablo kaning the weeping women. Mao gyapon ang yang style sa iyang painting kay like cube gyapon. So ang meaning ana siyang painting, a woman based on an image of a woman holding her dead child caused of the bombing in civil war. Hundreds of people were killed. So ang meaning din sa iyang painting kay usa ka babae na nagkupot sa iyang anak na namatay because of the war of the civil. So ang materials na gigamit ni Pablo sa iyang painting is oil canvas painting that mixed materials such as pastel so nice siya. So ang atong giingon ganina ang kaning cubism na divided into stage, analytical cubism and scientific cubism. So kani, so analytical cubism, early cubism or analytical works are typically more severe and monochromatic with tones of black and gray. So kani example siya painting title Glass on a Table by George Braque. So ang kining iyang painting kay more on tones of black and gray. So kanay ang painting nagkuan na siya describe sa table na ay mga baso. Mao gyapon ang painting gyapon kay nagkuang gyapon mga cube, yang style cube gyapon, pero more on stone and black gray. Mao na sa analytical cubism. Ya sa scientific cubism, whereas later cubism scientific works feather bolder colors and the incorporation of external elements of collage. Title siyang painting Glass and a Bottle of Shoes by Pablo Pasco. So ang kiniyang painting more on collage siya, pero mao gyapon murag style gyapon siya cube pero mas lahi siya sa analytical kay maklaro man na cube pero more on stone and black gray, pero ang kining scientific more on collage ni siya. Color ni gamit is simply shape, bright color, and little to a deep was more symbolic than analytical. So mas symbolic ni siya sa analytical kay mas laro. Ang gigamit niya material kay mga collage like newspaper, magazine, may ana. So ariyan po sa next era of art movement, Futurism. Futurism 1909 to 1914. Futurism was founded by Filipino Tommaso Omarinetti in Milan in the early 20th century. Like its predecessors, Futurism emphasized abstract and non-traditional representation. It valued speed, viscerality, youth, and modernity, and acted as a form of Italian liberation from its fluid history. Although founded in Italy, its influence also spread to other European countries. So, kani mao yung title ayang art painting. Ang title kay Unique Form of Continuity in Space by Alberto Boccioni. So ang kana iyang painting nag-describe na siya So kaning cubism it value nag-describe na siya sa value as speed, non-viscerality, youth, and modernity of an act of form of Italian revolution of the fluid history. Cubism aimed to revolutionize human experience. It balanced a rational vision of life with one that asserts the power of the unconscious and dreams. A style and literature in which ideas, image, and object are confirmed as a strange may like in dream. So, ang kining yung painting kay nag-describe siya sa speed, the speed of the idea of the dynamism of energy of movement and modern life. So next is Dadaism. Dadaism 1915 to 1924. Dadaism was developed during World War One in Zurich as a avant-garde anti-art movement. It rejected and mocked the capitalist and nationalistic culture climate of the World War I, focusing instead of a irrational, nonsensical, and absurd of strong anti-virtuous overtone. The movement spread throughout Europe and the United States, eschewing far left radical through and the overall discontentment with the violence of wartime. So, mao ni ang example painting sa Dadaism. Title Fountain by Marshall Duchamp. So, kaning Dadaism daw is a nonsense play, provocation, and an anti-art. The name Dada was virus meaning in different language. Ilang example Dadaism o kani by Neo van Drog in the Netherlands. So di kay masabtan iyang painting. Kalibog. Kalibog iyang painting. Murarag siya kanang kuan, murarag kanang patak na painting, drawingan pero nana siya meaning. Pero wala siya kanang kapitikan nonsense siya. Nonsense. Pero na ang meaning niya pero na siya daghang meaning in different language but also no meaning. Libog. No meaning. Using an rationalist material, non-social content, satire, and the fantastic, Dada artist turned the known into a unknown. So, unknown. So, ang artist aniya kay unknown. Wa ibaw kung kinsay artist. So, next 20th century movement kay Surrealism in 1924 to 1966, highly influenced by Sigmund Freud and a psychoanalysis. So Surrealism sought expressions through the explorations of the unconscious mind. Its imagery was characterized by unsettling, dream-like setting with juxtaposing and often deformed subject matter. Having developed from the avant-garde Dada movement, surrealism began in Europe and expanded throughout the Western world as a cultural, artistic, and literary movement. So, young painting title is The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dal. So, mao na ito klarohon na niyang. O, mao niyang painting. Murag, ang clock kay nangalanay. Ngalanay ang iyang painting. So, ang meaning ani sa iyang painting is aimed to revolutionize human experience. It balance a relational vision of the life with one that asserts the power of the unconscious and dreams. A style in art and literature in which ideas, image, and object are combined in a strange way, like in a dream. So, murag dream inyang kanang yang art Next. Next art movement is abstract expressionism in 1943-1965. Emerging in post-World War II New York, abstract expressionism was the first major international art movement to originate in the United States rather than Europe. It was drawn from surrealist automatism and focuses on the abstract of the object matter. Its style is characterized by chaotic brushstroke and bold pops of colors. As a post-war movement, it is also an important antecedent for subsequent postmodern art style. So, mao niyang example na painting, Libog. Title niya painting is Converge by Jackson Pollock. So, libog iyang painting. Gikaras-karasan. So, ang kaniyang painting, also known as an action painting or color shell painting. Action yung painting. So next is pop art. Pop art in 1950s to 70s. Pop art is rose to prominence in the United States and United Kingdom during the 1950s and 1960s, taking inspiration from elements of mass media and popular culture. Species often featured juxtaposed or inconsistent of elements of comic books, magazines, and advertisement placed together to emphasize the banality of popular culture, often ironic or satirical. Pop art aimed to subvert traditional fine art. The pop art movement is one of the most recognized movements of the 20th century, and as it more and expanded, famed artists like Andy Warhol become well known for their own similar brand of work. So kining pop art daw kay mura ni siya kanang comics ni siya. Comics or a magazine or advertisement sa like anang media na mga advertisement mao na siya mao nang pop art. The movement of presented a collage to traditions of a fine art. So mauna murag comics sa advertisement. So next art movement is minimalism 1960s to 70s. Minimalism emerged in New York in 1960 in a continuation as a precedent diversions from traditional high art. Instead of luxury, beauty, and expression, minimalism focused on brutal, geometric shape, muted colors, and anonymity. Most elements of biography or emotions were removed from minimalist art, drawing attention to a simplicity of a shape itself as a subject. So instead daw na ang minimalism is a luxury, beauty, and expression nag-focus ni ang minimalism sa brutal, geometric shape, muted colors, and anonymity nga art painting. So Minimalism, it is used spare geometric forms repeated to create a unified whole that calls attention to the physical size of relationship to the viewer. So, money. Uh, title niya entitled Untitled by Donald Jude. So mao ni siya a use of industrial materials and process to manufacture his was manufactured in. So ang style niya kay cube geometric shape. So next art movement is postmodernism in 1980s current. Postmodernism cannot be characterized with definitive elements, rather it can be described as a general divergence from modernism that incorporates rather 20th century art movement, including the conceptual art and new expressionism. While modernism focused on idealism and upholding core belief, postmodernism proposed scriptinism, cynicism, and authoritarianism. It is a highly conceptual, self-aware combination of other art style, theory, and media to create a complex and multi-faced movement. So kanidang futurism kay nag-focus di siya nag-focus di siya sa sa conceptual or self-aware of combination of other style theory of media create the something in multi-faith movement. Daray na putol. Ana. Multi-fated. So example ani niya is Balloon Dog by Chef Cones. So kaning balloon dog is a style of animal recognizable species usually centered in a mirror, finished stainless and steel in a variety of colors. The work reflect an element the work reflect an element of a childhood play and disposable culture, but in a definitive substantial form. So kani daw si Chief Connors once described Balloon Dog as sculpture as a symbol of us. He claimed that the way of the balloon's dog reference the act of inhaling and exhaling is deeply symbolic of the human's condition. So mao to tanan sa 20th century 20th mao to tanan ari sa last is the postmodernism 1980s. Magtiwas na ni sa art sense kay si Myla na ni kutubra ko sa postmodernism in 19th to 2000s. Tinawag na. So, mauna sa 20th century. That's all. Thank you.